What's up guys, welcome to today's video. Before we go and pick up the Evo, which if you don't remember, last time I was out here in Southern California, I dropped the Evo off at Premium Auto Styling, the 6.5 Tme RS I got that I'm going to do a time attack build on. I wanted to give them a shot at putting together a very special wrap before I ship the car home. So that's going to be in a few minutes, but before we go there, I'm going to give you guys kind of a quick walk around of the shop and walk you through some of the stuff that's been going on. It's been a rough day. My phone just stopped charging. No matter what I do, I clean out the port. I think I might have broken something when I cleaned it out. Won't charge, but thankfully Chris and Colette came up with a bright idea of using a wireless charger. So I saved my phone and we're good there. But she has been dealing with the biggest nightmare of a very clean car I've ever seen. So this vert that she got is beautiful, like super clean and everything. And I didn't really think much about the fact that it was owned by a stance kid. But there's a lot of weird things with the car because of the fact it was owned by a stance kid that kind of create problems that you wouldn't normally expect in a Z. For one, what are you doing on a stock Z, Colette?
Putting back on stock axles that I thought were on it when I got it, and they were not. They were cheapy remans. I didn't know those were bad.
Junk. These remans had like an inch of play in both directions. It's just kind of a common thing. You don't want to really put remans, especially in a drift car, because they just do not last at all compared to OE axles. But going through the car, she's been dealing with a lot of issues of like little random bolts missing or replaced, or stuff cut out of the car for clearance, strut towers, and just weird things going on. But at least you know it wasn't drifted.
The car is clean.
Yeah.
On the inside, it's just all these weird other things that you wouldn't expect.
It was a tilty boy. So, I'm gonna give you guys a quick update on this thing. Under the hood, nothing else has really changed except that shiny new PDM setup. Car is a tiny bit more angle. I was limited before just by the rack over centering, so the metal offset bushings that I put in that move the rack a tiny bit forward let me get away with a little bit more angle, but it's pretty modest, just typical cut knuckle S chassis stuff. I've been going through the chassis. I mounted the ECU since that was kind of like dangling around, and I went ahead and put pink duct tape on all the holes where the smoke used to fill the cabin. So other than that, I'm like moved the seat down a little bit, and I dealt with a nightmare where I was trying to get the steering wheel straight and every single bolt that holds it on was stripped. Don't over tighten those. Everyone always does, and then it's a nightmare when you have to take them off. But the most exciting bit, if we go back here, sunk down in there, you can see I got an exhaust down there. So actually CX Racing's local, and I knew that they made a 1J S13 exhaust, so I was just nervous having the exhaust dump under the trans tunnel. Not because of like fire with the fuel lines. I was pretty confident that having hardline fuel lines I wouldn't have any issue there. But what I was concerned about was all the exhaust fume going in the cabin. I've had that before in some chassis that aren't completely sealed off. I think it was actually my Z had an exhaust leak one time, and I literally got like minor carbon monoxide poisoning just from all the exhaust fumes going in the cabin. So I went ahead and picked that up. I got it for a pretty good deal, and even though exhaust tip is kind of sunk for some reason, I don't know if it's because this car's been smashed so many times, it sounds pretty good. It's definitely quieter, but it's got a cool exotic tone that I'll show you guys real quick. Let's hit the old, oh wow, I got metal shavings all over here. The old Quan JZ fired up. Fancy little switches. It's quiet in the car and I can hear myself think. I got a black ice air freshener. Shout out to Colette's brother. It smells great in here. Weird other random things I found in the frame rail. There's a lighter, bar end, and then the kill switch for the actual like chassis was in the frame rail. Forgot to mention that Nick found that stuff when we were going through the car. Can't get it out, so it's stuck in there, but it was just kind of funny. Maybe I'll take it on the road so I can give her a quick rip for you guys. It's so quiet. Yeah, only one taillight works. I forget why. Oh yeah, I was missing some wiring stuff that like fell off. I need the little board that goes behind those LEDs, so right now it's just kind of ghetto wired. Brake lights work, just no two taillights. so if you remember last time when I was in California, we left off with the Evo 6.5 Tme RS, it's a mouthful, at Premium Auto Styling. And I don't remember when I necessarily made the decision to wrap the car, but I knew from the point that I got it that I didn't want it to be white. I already had a white Evo, and I had a pretty solid vision of what I wanted the car to be. And you guys might be able to guess. I saw a couple comments that guessed it, a couple people that were very far off. But I'm very excited, and I will explain why when you see the car when I switch over to that clip now. All right, so we rolled up to Premium Auto Styling. What are you thinking?
Woo! I think you're gonna love it.
Yeah?
That's what I think.
Well, I have already seen it in video. I don't want to do the whole fake, like,
Right.
oh, I've never seen this before.
Right, but in person it looks really good.
Does it?
Yeah, I think it looks 10 times better than the photos. We just went over a photo shoot that we did of it. Looks dope, but when you see it in person, way better.
You shot photos?
We do.
I'm excited.
We have some here for you, dude.
Sick.
We have some stuff.
I'm so excited.
Let's do it.
Do you mind filming a clip?
Yes, I got you.
Thank you.
All right.
So how long did it take?
Mm.
Did it?
Yeah, dude, like, I'll show you the detail stuff.
Yeah,
Why it took so long. Yo, I don't have the other camera.
No.
Dang! It's so good. I'm so happy.
Exactly how you envisioned it?
I mean, better. Better. Yeah. Looks like a brand new car.
It's so
That red
pretty.
is awesome. Oh my god, yeah. I'm so
Same.
bad at being like excited and showing excited reactions to things, but this is like a dream.
I love it.
So I told you, like, the wing is gonna be hard. Obviously, the wing took time.
Yeah,
We hit all the seams, so.
Walk me through it. Tell me where the worst.
I forgot, and it's been so long.
Was this clean before, or did they clean this up?
We cleaned up everything. So we did
That's so
extensive body work on the car. We actually found some damage that I don't know if you're aware of. Did you know about the side skirt damage?
I knew the side skirts were like chunked up, right?
No, so like, oh man, the thing is.
You maybe don't want to hear it on camera.
Whoa, tell me, no on camera.
I want to hear it. Check this out. That was on the passenger side, right?
Oh, okay, the passenger side. I thought it was
Underneath it had to be
actually under the side skirt, the whole thing was bent. Like it sat on a log. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, so we got like a 2x4 and we just straight hammered your quarter down.
I mean, hey, you'll never see it, but
Well, what
yeah.
we had when we were tripping on it, I was like, dude, why isn't the skirt fitting and why isn't the door closing?
Did you
So it
know the
wasn't-
door was hitting the actual side skirt?
no, I never noticed.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
so-
it was.
Basically, what it was on the opposite side is under the skirt, it was fully bent up like this.
Really?
Yeah, so it was really hard to pull the skirt off, and the door wasn't closing right. So we got everything to work right. The only time you would know about it is if you take the side skirt off to see what work was done.
Man, it looks so good with the white inside too. Like,
It
like,
does.
if the car was red, I would spray the interior white anyway. Like that's my plan, is to do the
It makes
bulkhead
it
white. Yeah. God, it looks like, oh man, it's so good.
Little vents on the side, I think over here on the bumper, that was difficult. The mirrors,
The mirrors, don't.
yeah, the
Put
mirrors
things
were
over
a
these.
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the bumper too is like the lip was all damaged and everything. Looks so good now.
Yeah, everything was
Is it?
redone. It was all the plastics were corrected.
It's so good.
We got to wrap that twice. We got that on video.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, this angle, it literally looks like it just popped out of the Japanese magazine we were reading from last night.
No.
That's what it feels like. It's definitely like a dope throwback.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
Didn't it take you a while to find this color vinyl too? You were going through a bunch of different reds, or I forgot how you picked it out.
So the hardest thing was the figuring out the sticker situation, because you can't buy the stickers anymore. And a friend of mine that I guess a friend that I've never met, but just like an Instagram friend who has a crazy collection, actually has one of these already in red with stickers and everything. Sent out a set. Do you still have the decals?
It's in the car.
Yeah, a set of OEM decals that are like priceless, that we were able to use to exactly replicate them. I've never seen one in person.
So good.
Yeah. So it's, dude, the decal kit itself, I mean, everything, we work like mathematically to try to get spot on to like what we were seeing online, you know?
Yeah. No, it looks amazing.
And then we talked about changing up the piping over here. We did that for you because remember it was white,
Yeah.
kind of crusted out, so we replaced it with the black. That's the Toyota trim, and it fits really well.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, man, I'm hyped on it. The stainless up top, that came out really cool.
No, I saw in the video when you sent that, like, so what did you do with this? Did you
It's a stainless steel vinyl. So
Oh, this is vinyl?
Yeah, this is a vinyl wrap. So it's a brushed aluminum.
Dang, you got me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you just cleaned it up and cleared it.
Nah, dude, it looks legit though. Like
Yeah,
this is the same color that the OEM one was. It was like a light gray aluminum.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, it just took time. I mean, the whole project took about 2 weeks. A week with bodywork, so we spent 3 weeks total, like just fully wrapped up in this thing. And like I said, it was worth every second. It took a while, but it was cool. Yeah, so nice. I mean, if you think about this project versus this project,
Are these new batteries?
well, one day on that one.
So these old ones.
These
Those
are
are
old
old ones.
ones.
Yeah, we
They
actually
look good.
Yeah, we put red vinyl over that too.
Oh dang, because I had a new set.
Oh yeah, this right here was a mission too.
Was it?
Yeah,
Did
just to recreate it.
That's crazy. Is it like a clear one too?
So there's a clear one as the first layer,
Uh-huh.
and then to give that gray pop layer, like more like the OEM, we laid another layer over it.
That's so cool.
I hope we hit the, hit the nail on the head with it. I think we did.
It looks amazing.
It's so pretty now, you're not gonna want to drive it hard. You're like, okay, now I need another Evo for the track one. I need a different one. This one's a show one now.
Really did.
Yeah, you guys did amazing.
Thank you.
And that wrap too, like that is a pretty good finish.
It does. It does. And you know what? Like in here, you're going to see more texture than you're going to see like outside. 'Cause you're getting your LED lights on it. So when you see it outside, it just looks like paint.
Is this coated?
It's not coated.
So coating will help you
Coating
too.
will help a lot.
Yeah. I've been a little bit too excited to properly explain, but if you are familiar with older Evos, the Tommy Mackinnon edition, when you got it from the factory, this was actually a factory option sticker pack that the car would come with, most commonly seen and desired on the red cars. And it was always my dream to own a red TME with the original graphics, but the thing is, if I got one, they're so expensive and so rare that it would probably just sit in my garage rather than modifying it. So here I get the best of both worlds. I get the car that's like, a little bit beat up, as I now just found out, that's gonna be a track car that I get to drive the crap out of, but also have it look like the car that I've always dreamed of owning. So seeing this next to the skylines and stuff is gonna be so cool back home. All right, now you said in about a week you should have a video up
In about a week.
on the process of wrapping this thing. Is there any tips or tricks in it for people wrapping cars?
With this one, it's an older vehicle, so there's a lot of challenges with it. And in the video, we're going to talk about everything. We did PDR on the whole thing. Remember how bad the roof was?
Yeah.
So the whole roof got fixed, bumpers, side skirts, all the damage was corrected, then wrapped. So it's a little different than wrapping something like this. Comes in, it's ready to go, right? So that's why that one took as long as it did. But our video will show everything. So if you guys want to watch it, it'll be on our channel. And I think it's going to be pretty dope.
I'm just curious, and there's no right or wrong answer. If I unwrapped it, is it white underneath, or is there like primer and stuff?
The only spot there's going to be primer is the stuff that we touched. So the side skirts, we redid the side skirts for you. The bumper was redone, front and rear were redone.
Gotcha.
So those will be primered. Other than that, everything else is left as is. But like I said, it was worth it. If you look at the way the front bumper came.
Oh no, for sure. I'm super happy that you were able to do that.
We were able to fix all the cracks and all that. And then the side skirts had some damage to them, so we had to do all that. But in most cases, something like this, you wouldn't have that.
Gotcha. Now this is your personal car, right?
This is mine, yeah.
I love the brakes on this thing.
Thanks, dude.
It's so cool.
Yeah, the purple is like kind of the little accent that I did throughout the car.
Mm-hmm.
On the TD decals, and then I did some stuff in the engine bay too. Pop it open for you. It's taken apart right now, but
Paint on this looks really nice.
yeah, dude, it was a little gem.
Woo! I dig it, man.
Yeah, so I think the purple just fits good with the old school GTRs.
Yeah, it's cool. Got the hardware and everything.
Yeah, I'm hyped on it, man. So
That's sick.
this one's knocking, typical RB.
Oh,
So I do have another engine back over there.
boom.
So we're rebuilding that one. Gonna do a single turbo on that one. I'm gonna keep this engine, the original engine, probably do just a twin turbo setup on it, and eventually it'll make its way back in.
Sick.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I showed this off in the last video or not, but walk me through this. I know this is your bread and butter back here.
Dude, I mean, a lot of people know us for our car wraps. We wrap cars basically for fun. I love wrapping cars. That's how I started my business. But like the main thing that we do is we ship product out all over the world. So every car that comes in, including your car, we create templates for them, and we make products available for that specific car. They turn into little baggies like this, so you wouldn't know what it is, but this pinstripe fits a certain type of car. I'm not sure what it is, based off of all the SKU numbers and all that. So the guys, this is their world, but we create taillight overlays, roof wraps, all pre-cut products. It all ends up over here and shipped out all over. So that's on our website. Like I said, it's kind of like a lot of people know us for vehicle wraps, but this is mainly what we do here. Probably, I'd say 60% of my employees are over here working on this while we're over here hanging out, two guys wrapping cars,
That's cool.
This is like the fun side of the shop, I think. This is like the work.
So you were saying too as well, what was it, every 100,000 subscribers, free wrap?
Yeah, free wrap. So if you go to our channel, subscribe, every 100,000 subscribers, we give away a car wrap. So for the first 100,000, we went to Utah. Second, we went to Oregon. So we're coming up on 300K, and I think we'll hit 300K after you put up your video. I wanna go to Japan, I wanna go to Hawaii. So we pick the winners at random, but I'm waiting for somebody to win like a little further away because we want to travel a little bit.
It's funny because normally it's the other way around. People would like want it to be someone local.
Dude. Nah, so we wrap anything. I mean, anybody who subscribed, whatever they drive, we go to your house, wherever you want, we'll wrap your car at your house. So that's kind of our deal, every 100,000 subscribers. So if you don't win on the 300K, 400K, 500K, wherever we get to, we're always giving away a car wrap.
I'm so excited. I know when I told you that I was shipping that other S13 over,
yeah,
you were like, oh yeah, let's do something on it, let's do something on it. You don't want to see that thing. It's so rough, man. It's bad. It's
this
bad.
project was like perfect, dude.
No, this came out
like
awesome.
Diamond in the rough, you know?
And it's a real special car too,
It really
so.
is.
This definitely brought it back to its glory.
Anybody who saw it and knows about these was freaking out on it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we did a pretty good job at keeping it under wraps, but
Under wraps, I see what you did
under
there.
wraps. People did see it, you know, we had people drive by, coming to peep it out, and they were just tripping on it, dude, so I think when it hits the road, people are gonna love it.
It's so good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the photos you guys took of it as well.
We did a full photo shoot, so rolling, everything, rolling shots. So I'll have Anthony send those over tonight so you can peep them out.
So it does drive.
Oh, it does.
Okay, cool.
I've just been scared to get in it, dude.
Got it, got it, got it.
It's just a tough car, bro.
Cool, I'm so excited. I can't stop smiling.
It looks so beautiful. Oh, that's so cute. It's trying to brap like a rotary.
Overall, I'm so happy with the car. You know, if you're not super familiar with this car, the TME RS is a very rare car and a very special find that I got a phenomenal deal on. It was in a little rough shape, but I'm happy to do honor to this beautiful chassis and a very special car with the red OG TME graphics. Getting this thing looking how it should. So sick. Comment below, which would you guys rather have? I'm curious.
No, put my RX-8 in the mix.
What?
Ask them about the brat bunny.
I don't want to do that to you, Colette.
Wow. No, they're not ready.
All right, if I did a poll on my...
You wanna know why there's a car in front of it? It's because if people saw it, they would freak out. And the only way to make people not freak out is by hiding it, you know? Look. No, just give them a little peek. Don't have to show them the whole thing. Just right there.
It does have really sick presence.
Hey.
I'll give it that. But what do you think, like, if I were to do a Twitter post?
Oh, well, even I would choose this one. Let's be real. Like, to drive, yes. If I want to, like...
No. Just choose one. Just choose one. If it was simple, just, like, choose one.
For what?
Just choose one. There's...
I mean, obviously the Evo. Whatever.
She's a keeper. Are you gonna give me a ride? Is that what this is for?
No, this is not for
Give me
you.
a ride.
This is not for you.
All right, let's go, Mom.
Don't ever. What?
Nothing makes me happier than Evos. I love it. Guys, this is the best day of my life.
No, it's not a normal thing. I'm only doing this because he said I can have the Evo if I do this.
What?
Yeah.
Take it back.
Nope.
She could have the red 4.
It's already happening. Okay, on camera. Boom. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'll take that.
If I could get pulled like this every day of my life, you could have the Evo 4.
No, that wasn't part of the deal. It was just right now, and I pulled you, and the Evo is now mine. Thank you. See
You heard it
later.
here, guys.
You heard it here first. You're awful.
Well, can you do it for camera? Well, record this.
Wait, so
You
we gotta drop you off first to make room. Someone ordered tires to my apartment. Because all the tires that I picked up weren't enough.
Oh my god, this is funny.
This is so fun for me.
Hey, you know what? I'm getting an Evo, so that's the only reason why this is acceptable.
When you said